about a 45-degree angle between the two V's, about 6 feet long on each side.
The gusty winds this morning turned that 6-foot tear into a 160-foot abyss, which means a whole panel, 10,000 square feet, will have to be replaced. You may be wondering about that cloth roof, but the Dome boss is standing by.
It's the only roof for this state. Let me say this to you. If this roof had been a hard roof, it would probably be the daddy equivalent of Knox Lumber up on the up in Brooklyn Park right now, which collapsed under the weight of this snow.
Mr. Pa says he's pretty sure the Dome can be fixed by Monday night, but we are all still wondering what's going to happen if he happens to be wrong. And here we turn to sportscaster Larry Burnett. What are the Vikings honchos, the front office, saying about that one, Larry?
They are talking about guarded optimism tonight. They're pretty sure they can get it in and get the game in, too. That optimism is based on a replacement panel that is being manufactured at this hour in Buffalo, New York. Since the installation process is a 36-hour job, Monday's Viking-Dallas Cowboy football game is in jeopardy. The plan is to have the panel here by late Saturday. If not, the Vikings will be forced to implement one of their contingency plans. Rob Lear reports.
Unpredictable elements have a way of playing a big role in Viking performances. But unless stadium officials here can find a way of mending the holes in the Metrodome, the Vikings may be faced with switching game sites.
We're studying Plan B, but we're not, we're not going to say what Plan B is. We're not. We don't have that coordinated with the league or with the other team, but there is a Plan B. But I think the chances of Plan B being implemented are maybe 1,000 to 1.
One of Lynn's contingency plans calls for Monday's Viking game to be played on a neutral site, possibly the Silverdome in Detroit. It's a plan the Vikings will implement only if they get league approval and only if the ordered panel piece manufactured in Buffalo, New York, does not arrive here in time to be installed by Sunday.
If everything works out like it should, I don't think we'll have any problem, but it is going to be a photo finish.
Metrodome ground supervisor Dick Erickson is accustomed to dealing with the elements. Erickson spent 20 years outdoors at the Met, but until he reported for work today, he had never been faced with rain showers in January.
As far as the playing field, you could go right up to the last minute and still have a good field. It wouldn't be a muddy field like maybe the Met or something like that. It's been raining all this time.
The 24 puddles that dot the Viking field are there by design. According to Erickson, the vents in the roof allow the melted snow on top to drain off, releasing the pressure off the sagging ceiling.
We're going on the premise that the game will be played here Monday at 8 o'clock.
Rob Lear, Channel 5 Eyewitness Sports at the Metrodome.
So, Stan, it looks like a mess, but the Vikings are confident they can get it ready for the game on Monday night, but they're making plans just in case.
Looks like a mess, you say,
It
huh?
is.
You're right. Okay, thank you, Larry. One more result of the big snow at this hour. The snow plows are out in both Minneapolis and St. Paul. And if you are parked on a snow emergency route in either city, you may be out of luck. Tonight, the police in the Twin Cities will be tagging and towing cars that are in the way of those plows. In both cities, a snow emergency was declared, so if you have a car or a truck parked on a snow emergency route, better move it, or they're going to move it for you. Tomorrow morning at 8 in both cities, north-south streets will be plowed. Saturday morning at 8 in Minneapolis and St. Paul, the east-west streets will be plowed. On a decidedly different note, that state of emergency in Miami ended today, Dennis.
Stan, the police say that the worst is over, and with only sporadic acts of violence today, the Miami mayor